So in today's video, we're going to be doing something weird. You see these around, and I thought I'd do one myself, and it's a ranking video of the Lord of the Rings characters. I've got a fair few here, as you can see down the bottom here, and we'll go through it and rank these into where I think just basically how well they're done. In terms of, okay, so you got, let's start off with the Ringwraith. I think that's what the picture is. The Ringwraith, yeah. Okay, so these, I'm gonna have to put in probably a B or a C tier. I'm gonna be harsh and put them in C tier because the lore for these characters are good, but after the first half of the first book / movie, whichever one you want to refer to here, they become a bit irrelevant, and so they're not as big a threat as they could have been. So I'm gonna stick them in there. Okay. Next one. She is a good character. We like her. I don't really know much else to say. Badass elf that basically plays a bit. I can't remember her name. I rewatched the movies the other day. I read the books. I got them over there. I will probably do a review for them on the channel or something. But I feel like there's no point in doing a review because they're like just fantasy god tier, you know, classic fantasy. And I don't want. But yeah. Anyway, she's a good character. We like her. Kind of plays a little bit of a part. She's helps. Other than being that badass character at the beginning, she kind of comes. She kind of takes a bit of a backseat. I'm gonna stick her in a B tier. Okay, this character underrated. I think in B tier, but better than because just the whole I have no man is just I really like. Some people don't like it, but I like it. I think it's really cool. Like I don't know how you can't not like this. Next character, Gimli. Great character in the book. His portrayal in the movies is hilarious. Just a great character. I like his character. Gimli is amazing. He's going an A tier for me. Okay, Aragorn. Here is where might be a little bit controversial in terms of my opinion. Aragorn in the movies, I like the actor. I like his portrayal. In the books, he's good, but he's very. They're kind of different characters because one is reluctant to take up the throne because of what happened to Isildur with the ring, and he doesn't feel he's worthy of that. Whereas the one in the books is kind of like, I'm Isildur's heir. Trust me, and it's just so I'm gonna take him below Gimli. But if we're going, I'd say he was above in terms of performance. But if we're going off books and that playing a part, I'm gonna have to put him below. Okay, so for this one, I've got two. We've got the Sauron. I'm gonna have to stick. I can't move that one, can I? No. There we go. C tier. Only because the presence and the whole idea of Sauron is good, but he's one of these villains. I'm not a big fan of this is a big bad villain that to control, and I need the villain to feel more human, or at least have some kind of motive. At the minute, he's just like, I want to destroy the world. Why do you want to do that? Because. And I've not read like a lot of the other works, the backstory stuff. I've read The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, and The Silmarillion a little bit, but I don't know. I kind of read that, kind of didn't, because you read it and you still don't understand half of what it was about, but I just feel his presence at the beginning, like that scene at the beginning, makes him seem like intimidating, but then there's no character development on this character. in this material that I'm given, so he's not as good. That's my point. If you don't like, just saying, this is all based on my opinion, so if you disagree with me, let me know. Start a debate down in the comments, because I want to know what people think. Okay. Is that... So I had to just, like, check these tiny pictures here. I'm pretty sure that's Theoden. I'm pretty sure that's Theoden. Yeah. Okay, so Theoden, great character. He, at the beginning, he's like poisoned, and he's like being controlled by Saruman. And when he comes back, he's like needs to defend his people, and he's kind of comes back. It's weird because he comes back from a point where he's like, oh, I need to do something because I've been controlled for so long. I need to make a stand. He goes to help his people, and then annoyingly he falls back into that bit where it's like, oh, I can't do anything. Everything's gonna fail, and Aragorn has to step in and be like, we can do this. Ride out with me. We can win. So for me, I'm gonna have to stick him in there. I feel the characters above are a little bit better and more developed, whereas Theoden kind of falls back into this character trope, and he doesn't really have much development as a character. Okay, so I'm now gonna have to make the decision of... Wait, just give me a sec. Okay, so the next character we're gonna talk about is Merry. Merry Brandybuck. So, Merry is, well, he helps out with, stuff at the beginning, always get in trouble like Pippin, they're very similar characters, and they both get separated within that last, book, to give you two different sides of stuff here. And so I like his kind of, journey with Eowyn, just this one, Eowyn, and how they are not allowed to fight because they're seen as lesser than the humans, and so then when they do fight, they actually do quite well, and because they both end up killing the Witch King, so I like it. Good character. More screen time, more character development, so I'd have to stick... No. We'll get bottom of 8 here. Bottom of 8 here. Character. Okay. Now we've got a weird character because I'm not too sure whether I like this character. Well, I don't like the character, but it's part of me is like, I want to put him in D tier because I don't like him and he's just annoying. But then it's also like, the way he's written is better than some of these other ones. So I'm gonna drop him at bottom of bottom of B tier, because bottom of B tier, top of C tier. Okay, well, no, I'm gonna let my annoyance with the character dictate here. I'm not putting him in D tier. I'm gonna put him middle of C tier because I don't like the character and he's just annoying, which a character shouldn't be annoying unless they're purposely trying to do so, which they're just not. Okay, the Eye of Sauron. Bit more presence than Sauron himself. Kind of creates that threat with Frodo and Sam, and a bit better than Sauron. But they are of the same kind of roots, so I can't give it that much higher because... Okay, anyway, next one we're going to talk about, which is Pippin. Pippin is a good character. I don't think that Pippin's as good as Merry. I don't know if this is controversial opinion or I don't know anyone's opinions of those two characters, but I don't think he's as good as Merry, but still good. So I'm going to stick Pippin as top of B tier. I like... Oh, let's move that around. I like his kind of character development at the end, where they kind of learn to be a bit better characters. But yes, very good. Okay, Frodo. I don't know if this is a controversial opinion or not, because it's like Frodo had to carry the ring, so he's probably like got a lot of stress on him, but he just becomes annoying. He's like, I need to do this. There's not really any. I'd hasten to say that there's not any character development with Frodo's character, and but then he's also one of the main characters, so he gets them. Okay, I'm gonna stick him in A tier, but I'm gonna stick him at the bottom because he kind of gets annoying. Okay, Gandalf, instant S tier, just is. Fight me. You tell me Gandalf is not a good character, and I will. I don't know. Yes, his magic system is more of a soft magic system, so you don't know exactly what's happening, but it's done in a way which makes it seem like it's a harder magic system, and so it's just good. If you don't like Gandalf, there's something wrong with you. Boromir. Obviously not a good character, but in terms of way they're written and portrayed, has to go up in the top here. I hasten to say he's up there, just because he's one of those first fantasy. Well, I'd say fantasy. I'm not sure about other things, but one of the first fantasy characters which actually his morality isn't just black and white. He's a morally grey character, and so this is one of the first instances I've actually seen this properly done, and yeah, I think it was done well. Bilbo. I'm gonna talk about him in comparison to the Hobbit as well. So, good character development. If anything, I kind of prefer him over Frodo, but just slightly, because they're very similar characters. But I kind of prefer Bilbo. His character development is a bit better. It's like he doesn't want to leave the Shire. He's fine with what he's doing. Goes on this thing, learns a bit, becomes a better person. Yeah, whereas Frodo's like a vessel for the ring to transport somewhere without it affecting the other characters. But he just basically becomes really gloomy throughout the whole thing, and then realizes that the natural he's held him just doesn't let him continue as a character, and he has to like leave. Gollum. Okay, so Gollum is a good character, really well done. I'm just trying to think. His character arc there's no redemption arc for him in a way. He ends up falling back into that temptation, which proves the power of the ring to be as corruptible as it is. So I'm gonna stick Gollum in there. Legolas. Okay. Legolas is just a cool character. And I'm gonna have to stick Legolas in there. I just like the character of Legolas, and I just can't really I can't really explain it. He's just a cool character, and his kind of dynamic with the rest of the Fellowship is very well done. Okay, Faramir. Faramir is a good character. I'm just trying to think where I should put him. He is, I'd say, I'm gonna stick him top of B tier. His, I feel his kind of desire to find out about why his brother died and he kind of falls into that same issue that happens with Boromir, where he's like, oh, we can use this power, and then after realizing he breaks what Boromir didn't, and he is like, oh wait, no, we can't use this, it needs to be destroyed, it is dangerous. Okay. Saruman, I really like. I'm a big fan of Saruman, and I'm gonna stick him top of A tier. Because he is just a great character. His fall towards to helping Sauron, is, I don't think illustrated as well as it could be, but it's still good. And by the way, as you may notice already, none of these characters are below a C. None of them are bad characters. Or like badly written. It's just some are better done than others. Yeah, and I really like Saruman. I really like the way he's done. He has a bit... Just his drive is a bit better than some of the other characters we've got here. I've realised we've got quite a lot of people in A tier, which... It's, I think... Okay, Samwise Gamgee. Just saying, he's got to be S tier. He's just a great character, one of the best. Although he's probably definitely got a thing for Frodo, but not that that's bad. I'm not saying anything bad. It's just cool. But yeah, no, I really like the character Sam. Very well done. One of the most likable characters in here, and although he may not be clever, I wouldn't say he's intelligent. He's just one of the most loyal characters in fantasy, and so you've just got to love him. We've got Eomer. Eomer? Yeah, that's how you say it. Eomer? Let me know. Okay, so Eomer's good. He abandons his father because he gets exiled, and then ends up returning to help in the Battle of Helm's Deep. One of the best payoffs. I'm gonna have to make a video in the comparison of the battle between and Pelennor. I don't even know how you say it. The Battle of Pelennor Fields. I'm gonna use that, but I know there's an L before there, like Pelennor Fields, and then Helm's Deep, and how Helm's Deep is a better fight than the other one. Even though the other one's bigger and lasts longer, Helm's Deep's a better fight, in my opinion. But anyway, back to Eomer. Eomer, great character. I like his kind of protectiveness over this. I know in the film you don't get to see him properly become king of Rohan, but still I like his character a lot. I'm gonna stick him. I think. Him and his sister. Which one goes better? We'll stick there. Okay, the Witch King. Witch King is a absolutely badass character. Gets really I feel like they should have really set him up prior to the Return of the King, so at least then he was on screen more and he's badass. Because I know if you look at the backstory of some of the stuff, he's like supposed to be insanely good. And so, so I've watched The Lord of the Rings I've watched the films so many times, read the books like 4 times each, whatever, and I never picked up the fact that the Witch King is the one that stabbed Frodo. It was just an off comment that was mentioned. And it's one of those things where when you rewatch movies or when you read books, every time you pick up something new that you didn't realise the first time, and this is one of the ones I picked up the most recent time when I watched it last week, I think. Yeah. Anyway, badass character, insanely cool concept with the Nazgul, which is brilliant. Could have done with a bit more setup, so I can't put him ridiculously high. But just as a character, it's gonna go in the top of B tier. If I can move things, go there. No, there we go. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go for. I'm gonna do some more of these videos because I like doing them. If you have any if you have anything to say about the way I rank things, if you disagree or if you agree, let me know. I want to hear your guys' opinions because my opinions are my opinions and they are not definitive. So persuade me. Tell me why you think, I don't know. Tell me why Samwise is a bad character. Actually, probably not. Tell me why another character is better. Oh yeah, Theoden. Tell me why Theoden is the best character in Lord of the Rings. I want to do that. Or if anyone knows anything about the Witch King that makes him like super badass, even more than how I have put him, let me know. Because I like that character, he's cool. If you'd like to speak to me or any others about the videos I do, or the books, or a discussion with people like-minded, we have got a Discord channel. I'll leave a link for that down below. And I will also leave a link to buy the films. I normally just do leave a link and an Amazon link. Go check that one out. And other than that, leave your discussion about this down in the comments below. And below me will be a subscribe link to the channel. Go check that one out if you'd like to see more of this content. And over there will be a video chosen by the YouTube algorithm, so you know. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.